coat tying already. I'd rather have it on and unzip it than have to hope for it in the pouring rain.
What you'll end up doing.
Hi guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the channel. I am in Donegal this weekend with a few friends. We have Stephen here somewhere. Stephen. We have Colin. We have Mark. We have Aaron, who is somewhere, and we have Thibaut, who is somewhere. We are bike packing, doing a one night kind of micro-adventure bike packing trip around part of the Wild Atlantic Way near Slieve League in County Donegal in Ireland. Today is the start of Unbound Gravel in the United States, and as part of, I guess, the branding for that, one of the things that Shimano do is a thing called Shimano Rebound. So they try and coordinate lots of people all over the world doing a gravel ride on the same day, on the same weekend, wherever they are. So Colin has organised this bike packing trip as kind of part of Shimano Rebound. So we have, I think, 85 miles to ride over the next couple of days, and one night camping out on the west coast of Ireland. And I'm not sure if you can tell, but it is already raining. The weather is not looking promising. It is for high winds, heavy rain, and possibly even some thunder and lightning overnight. So it's going to be an interesting trip. Although the weather for some of our other bikepacking trips said it was going to be horrendous, and it ended up being okay. So it might be fine. But yeah, so far the weather's not looking great. But we're going to do it anyway. We're going to head off. So I think today we have about 40 miles to go, kind of round the coast to our camp spot, set up camp near Killybegs for the night, and then another 40 miles tomorrow. So going to be an easy pace, gentle riding, and hopefully the weather isn't too bad. So come along and enjoy this bikepacking trip through Donegal. Okay, here we go. We have Colin, you, Mark,
Present,
me, Aaron,
you,
Stephen,
like and subscribe.
Thibaut.
Hello. Always on.
Cool. Let's go get soaked for 2 days. Scenery around here is stunning, but it's not flat, and I think I'm gonna have to have words with Colin because we are not even a mile into the ride. First climb of the day is a 1 mile long, 800-foot climb at 13% gradient on a fully loaded bike packing setup. Gonna be cooked when I get to the top. Up, 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 up. Quite a fish.
It's on the lowest set.
The line's still like nearly black. The scenery up here is absolutely stunning, absolutely beautiful. That's a little old famine fishing village down there called Anport. Yeah, it's so beautiful up here that I might even forgive Colin for bringing us on this route. That climb at the start was 800 feet, 13% average with about a few 16% points in it, and the gravel coming down here now has been super chunky. not loads of fun to ride down, but yeah, it's good. So the
Make your own route next time,
Colin loves it when I complain about his. I love it, Colin. I love it. It's great. It's brilliant. Although it's like Shimano rebound gravel or whatever, we're not doing loads of gravel on the route. It's mostly Irish boreens, so little quiet back lanes. So actually, it will be a lot of fun today. It'll be a lot of fun. We're not going super fast. We're only a couple miles in, but it's about taking in the scenes, enjoying the pace, not about going fast. Okay, we're on the move again. Where's your bike? All the mountain bikers.
That shot there, I got that.
So this is what's known as an Irish boreen. It's basically a little single track rural country lane, quite often with like grass up the middle of it. Dead quiet, not much traffic, beautiful for cycling. Wow! Oh my word! Oh my goodness! I did not expect that! Come round the corner, didn't expect this view. Look at this. Unbelievable. I'm going to enjoy going down that road as well. That's going to be a lot of fun. Cool. That is really cool. It's like Glengesh, but bigger. Inside. Yeah.
Is that a...
All good, thanks, all good. Thank you very much.
Is that my feet?
It's not a vlog if there isn't footage of me shoving food into my face. I'm going, nom 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 nom. So we've made it as far as Ardara and stopped for a late lunch, big plate of lasagna and chips. So get a feed in because I don't know how much I'll eat tonight. But yeah, Stop for feed. We're about halfway through today's ride, about 17 miles, still a fair bit of climbing to go. The weather's been okay so far. It's just come on raining heavily now. The forecast for overnight is pretty grim, so we're going to get going and hopefully get to our camp spot and get set up before it gets too wet for the night. But I think we're in for a rough night, probably not much sleep going to be had, but let's keep going. Well, the weather's turned a bit, Mark. Can't see you, it's gone dark under the trees.
Hey, look, that's what makes lakes and waterfalls, isn't it? I say that now. I don't know.
I've never heard you so optimistic.
It's an act.
Colin's having a laugh. Tight parts of that. Tight parts of that. Yeah. That wee F bend. How did you find that?
Damp.
That
By me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really steep. I was
Really?
really kept the battery off for as long as possible.
Yeah, tight climb. Certainly warmed up. This is part of Eurovelo 1 cycle route, which goes, I think, from at least the south of France, if not all the way down in Spain and Portugal, the whole way up through Europe, right up to Sweden and Norway, I believe. So like a full waymarked trail and the whole way through Europe. It's pretty cool. Squirrels crossing. I don't think I can go much slower. Fresh surface, downhill.
I was almost going to do a regulation wheelie over the crest there.
You camouflage with the trees apart from your nose clip with your glasses. You camouflage with the trees coming up there apart from the nose bridge of your glasses.
It's like right on that. Is that St John's Point or is it behind that?
No, is that, so we're wondering, is that St John's Point there or is it behind it, Colin?
No, it's behind us here, behind this forest.
Oh, it's around there. Oh, good.
right,
'Cause
okay.
I thought we had to go beyond that point.
No, we're...
Clear, clear, clear. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. You're good. We're back onto a nice little gravel section now. So one of the things I noticed in my recent videos was that using the DJI Osmo, I had quite a bit of wind noise, even when I was stopped. Not just when riding, but even when stopped, I had quite a bit of wind noise. So I've got myself a little DJI Mic 2 to use with the action camera and see if it improves the audio. So I guess we'll find out when I go to edit this vlog. That's not a full sass hardtail.
Putting out a hardtail, yeah. Keen to see the
difference between the rubber bike
and the hard, yeah. Aaron here is on a nice 29er hardtail, whereas I'm on my Fussell Causeway. Back on the Causeway after a bit of time with the Fussell Lakelander, but I do love the Causeway, especially for bike packing. It's brilliant. Oh, it's alright. All good, all good. Picking my line terribly here. Making a very, very important stop before we go and find our campsite for the night, because you can't go bike packing without a beer. So stop for a beer at Mac's Bar. Controversially, I haven't gone for Guinness. I don't know, Guinness would sit a bit heavy in my stomach when I'm on the bike, so Smithwick's instead. Okay. Successful beer. Time to go to the shop, get some snacks, and then try and find somewhere to camp. The weather is beautiful right now, but the forecast for this evening is pretty grim. So we want to get pitched, get some dinner, and hopefully get into our tents before the rain comes on. Getting the tent pitched, and I've had a bit of a nightmare. One of my poles snapped. Thankfully Mark had a doofer that I could slide over the pole and make it work. And I've bent a tent peg which I'm going to tape on the outside as well, just to make sure it's strong and doesn't snap again during the night. Hopefully with the metal reinforcement I put inside that and the peg, that should hold for the night, all being well. Boiling some water for dinner. I'm going to have some dal with rice and lentils. Okay, I've got my tent pitched behind me. Sorry, I didn't really have any footage of me actually pitching the tent because it's the light's fading pretty fast. It's super windy, and there's, I guess, a risk of rain. I think there's a bit of a storm coming in this evening, so I just wanted to get it pitched and get my stuff in, get it pitched in the dry, get all my stuff into the tent. Yeah, so we've managed that. The forecast for overnight's not great. Heavy rain, 80% chance of heavy rain, high winds, so hopefully the tent holds up. We've been pretty lucky today, to be fair. So we've had a few heavy rain showers, but nothing too horrendous. Yeah, so it's been a good day. About 45 miles. I don't even know the elevation. I'll give you all the stats kind of at the end of the video. But yeah, about 45 miles done, and a fair bit of climbing. I think maybe 2,500–3,000 feet of elevation today. But it's been a really good ride. Stunning scenery, and yeah, good crack with some friends. So plan now is to get into the tent, get a bit of shelter, get the stove going, and have some dinner and some snacks, and then settle in for what is probably going to be a night of no sleep. Okay, so that's me into my tiny tent for the night. Just to give you a little bit of a tour. Torch. Like, there's really next to no room in this tent whatsoever. So I think I'm going to invest in a new tent at some point, because yeah, like I say, there's just no room in this tent for storage. We've lucked out with the weather this evening, okay, but if it's raining in the morning, I have nowhere really to boil water to cook my food for breakfast. I can store stuff out one side of it, but there's not much storage. So I'm going to look at maybe the X-Mid tent, which is what Stephen has, and it seems like a pretty good tent, so I think I'll look at that at some point. That, and also, like I say, one of my poles on the tent broke, so that's a bit of a problem. Probably could get a replacement pole cheaper than a replacement tent, but yeah, I think I'll look at a new tent. Anyway, I'm going to try and get some sleep now. Again, like the forecast is for very heavy rain and gusty winds overnight, so I can't imagine I'm going to sleep loads, but I'm going to try and get some sleep now, and I have podcasts to listen to if I don't sleep. So good night. I will speak to you in the morning. Good morning. So the forecast was pretty spot on last night. I could hear the wind howling all around this peninsula that we're camping on. Now thankfully the spot that we found is a bit more sheltered, so the wind wasn't too bad on the tent. Tent wasn't flapping about too much, although it did flap about when it got gusty. But there was a lot of heavy rain, and the rain kind of kept me awake. The rain on the tent kept me awake. I did stick my headphones in at one point and listen to like a podcast to try and help me get to sleep. So I kind of slept on and off, not brilliantly. Not looking forward to riding a bike after such little sleep today. But anyway, I'm up, I'm having some coffee, gonna have some breakfast in a minute, and then start packing the camp up, and think about heading on our 40 miles riding today. Pretty much all into a headwind. Great. This is the problem with my tent. I can't sit up in it. So it's starting to rain a bit. So I've come into the tent to eat my breakfast. But I can't sit upright, so I'm kind of leaning to one side, which is not ideal. Just a quick interruption to the video in Donegal to say, when I get home from Donegal, I'm very much looking forward to trying out my new toy to help with recovery from bike rides. What is that toy, I hear you ask? Well, it is the Bob and Brad Q2 Mini Pro massage gun. I've been sent this to test out and to try out. This is the next iteration of the original Q2 Mini massage gun that they have developed. Bob and Brad are very successful YouTubers and physiotherapists who have a whole range of massage guns and a lot of good physiotherapy advice on their YouTube channel. I've always wanted to try a massage gun and see if it helps recovery post-ride, so I'm excited to try this out. This particular massage gun is super compact. It's really small. It weighs about 430 grams. So although I'm not going to actually take it out on a bike ride with me, it will be handy to keep in the van so that when I'm out somewhere maybe and I come back from a ride or I'm at an event or something like that, that I have this to hand to help with my recovery after the event. This has 5 different power level settings on it, and it comes with 5 different massage attachments. A ball head, which is for kind of general purpose large muscle groups like your quads and your hamstrings. It has a pointed bullet head on it. That's for more deep tissue massage, so getting in really into a knot if you have one, and also your joints. It has a fork head attachment for your neck and your back and your shoulders. It has a flat kind of cushioned air head attachment, so if there's a muscle that's particularly sore or tender, this will be a bit more gentle on it. And most interestingly, it has a hot and cold attachment head, which, as the name suggests, heats and cools. The heat setting has 2 different settings on it. One setting is 40 degrees Celsius and one is 45 degrees Celsius. The cooling setting also has 2 settings, one at 10 degrees Celsius and one at 15 degrees Celsius. The idea and the thinking here is that the heated head attachment is useful before you go out for activity. It helps to increase the blood flow and improve your flexibility before you head out for an activity. And the cooling attachment is great for after an activity for aided recovery. It will help with inflammation and increased recovery speeds. And that's generally the concept behind massage guns, is to allow you to have that kind of sports massage at home immediately after a ride. You want to try and do it within 1 hour of your activity to get the best recovery benefits from using a massage gun. Now, full disclosure, I have been sent this massage gun for free to test out and share with you guys. I've only received it a couple of weeks ago, so I have only used it a few times. I haven't really got stuck into using it loads, so I can't comment on the effectiveness of it aiding recovery just yet. But what I probably will do is I will probably do a follow-up video in a few weeks or months after I've had a chance to use it a bit more. And I'll probably also get one of my physiotherapist friends to maybe come onto a video with me and explain a bit more about the science behind massage guns, the benefits, the things to watch out for. So watch out for a future video where I have more details about the Bob and Brad massage gun. For now, if you want to know more about this massage gun and the other massage guns that they offer, I've put a link in the description below to the massage gun on Amazon and also to Bob and Brad's YouTube channel. But for now, back to a wet and windy Donegal. Okay, I am all packed up. The other guys are getting packed up at the minute, and we'll be on the road soon for another kind of 45 miles today. So yesterday we did 41 miles, so today we must have 44 miles to do. I don't actually know what elevation we're doing today, but it's
15,000 feet.
It's a lot of climbing today. And the wind direction is coming straight from the west, straight off the sea. So we're going to be in a headwind. We'll have a tailwind for maybe the first little bit, but we're going to be in a headwind most of the day because we're heading west back towards Glengesh. So let these guys get packed up here and then we'll hit the road. Going very gently and tentatively past this hurdle. Now look how blue it is. only done 8 miles, but second breakfast, hot breakfast. We've got soaked 3 or 4 times already in the first 9 miles in the first 45 minutes of the ride today. I think we're in for a wet one today. And second coffee as well as second breakfast.
Only cycling trip, you'll go home heavier than you left.
I know, right? The weather is pretty grim today. Pretty grim. Stephen is thrilled. Okay. Yeah, today's proven to be pretty attritional. The rain and stuff earlier was a bit annoying, but like fine really. Just a bit annoying and cold and wet. But since then we have had brutal headwinds. We have about 25 mile an hour constant headwinds with 30-35 mile an hour gusts. And we're up over kind of the hills and we're climbing into the headwind and down and then climbing in the headwind again and down, so it is really tough going. We're about to do the biggest climb today, which is the climb up Glengesh Pass. I actually don't know, I think it's about 700 feet of elevation maybe. Looking at the climbs in my Garmin, it hasn't come up with climb, but yeah, I think it's maybe about 700 feet of elevation, about 2 miles long, so not too bad, but I think the wind is going to be brutal. It's going to be coming straight down the pass and pretty windy at the top, I'd imagine, so imagine we'll just get to the top and just drop down the other side rather than hang about at the top. So yeah, let's go, head up Glengesh Pass. Okay, made it up at Glengesh Pass. There's still technically 0.1 of a mile until we're at the very top, but there's a coffee van here, so we've stopped for a coffee. That was brutal. Like, that was absolutely, completely and utterly horrendous. Going up kind of 17-18% gradient, switchbacks on a fully loaded bike. My bag, honestly, that was really tough. And all the food that I've eaten today is sitting pretty heavy in my stomach, so I'm not feeling great, but yeah, that was grim. Right, drop down the other side to a town called Carrick, and then it's round the coast, into headwind again, back to Glengesh Pass. How was your first bikepacking trip?
Ask me tomorrow.
Did you ever do it again?
I'm never doing it again.
Again, ask me tomorrow.
Type 2 fun.
Yeah.
Type 2 fun.
Yeah. The weather today didn't
Tough.
help. Didn't
Yeah,
help.
tough. Tebow, thank you for coming over.
Well, thanks for having me.
No problem at
Very
all.
nice to see you guys.
Colin, thank you for, as you, I'll cut that bit out, maybe. Thanks for the route. Good job.
Welcome.
10 out of 10. Mark,
Master.
just Mark, Stephen is there.
Yeah, thanks. I'm not coming back.
So that's us done. We're back in Glengesh Pass, back at the van, getting loaded up to hit the road and head home. That was a brutal day today. Like genuinely some of the windiest weather I've ever ridden a bike in. We had kind of a block headwind pretty much all day of 25 to 30 miles per hour. With gusts up to 45 and 50 miles an hour up on the higher ground. There were points in the last couple of hours there where I was on a flat road struggling to do 3 miles an hour because the wind was so strong. Really tough going, but a brilliant route, really good route, and thanks to the guys for coming along and taking part. Big thanks to Colin for organising the route and organising the trip, for Tebow for coming over from Scotland to join us, and Mark and Stephen and Aaron as well. Absolutely brilliant trip, really enjoyed it. I did struggle today, not just with the wind, not just because of the wind, but I think just fatigue set in. I didn't sleep well last night, so really tired. My stomach wasn't good today. So yeah, just lots of things contribute. I think when my stomach wasn't good then I didn't eat anything more because I didn't want to upset it more, which meant I maybe didn't have the energy that I should. But yeah, really brutal, tough day today. So yesterday we did 41 miles in total, and 1,378 meters of climbing. And then today we did 44.42 miles distance and total elevation today of 1,391 meters of climbing. I can't do maths that quickly in my head to work out what the total distance and the total climbing was, so I'll put it in text on the video once I've worked that out. But yeah, there's a lot of miles, a lot of climbing over the last couple of days, some beautiful scenery, and good banter with friends. So yeah, if you're thinking about doing a bikepacking trip, highly recommend it. It's the best fun, genuinely. Even when it is tough, even when it's brutal, you feel good after doing it. So I would highly recommend doing it. If you have any questions about our trip, or want to know more about bikepacking around Donegal or anything like that, leave me a comment down below. I'd really appreciate that. If you just left me a comment, ask me some questions, I'll get back to you as quickly as I can. So yeah, leave me a comment. Don't forget to hit like on the video, and make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.